What is the correct way to define an Excel cell range? Imagine you are trying to sum up all the sales figures from January to March in your spreadsheet. How do you tell Excel exactly which cells to include? That's where defining a cell range comes into play. In Excel, a cell range is a group of cells that you want to work with together. The right way to define it is by identifying the top left cell and the bottom right cell of the block you want to select. These two cells are separated by a colon. For example, if you want to include all cells from A1 to B5, you write A1, B5. This tells Excel to include every cell in that rectangle, from the first cell at the top left to the last cell at the bottom right. You can also define ranges in different ways. If you want to select a larger area, like from A1 to D4, you just change the second cell reference to D4. So it becomes A1 D4. This notation works for any rectangular block of cells. When you use formulas like sum or average, you simply put this range inside the parentheses. For example, is equal to sum, A1, A5 adds all the numbers from cell A1 to A5. Similarly, is equal to average, B1, B10, finds the average of the values from B1 to B10. In addition to typing ranges directly into formulas, you can select them with your mouse. Click on the first cell, hold down the mouse button, and drag to the last cell. The range appears in the name box above the worksheet. You can also type the range directly into the name box if you know the exact addresses. There are other ways to define ranges, especially in VBA or macros. You can use the range property with a string like range, A1, B5, or specify the start and end cells separately. Named ranges are also helpful. They give a specific name to a group of cells like sales data, making formulas easier to read. It's important to remember that ranges can be single rows like 1, or entire columns like A. When working with multiple non-adjacent ranges, you separate each range with a comma. For example, A1, A5, C1, C5 includes two separate blocks. To sum it up, the correct way to define an Excel cell range is by choosing the starting cell, then the ending cell, and connecting them with a colon. This creates a rectangle of cells that functions like a single unit in formulas and calculations. Knowing this helps you work faster and makes your spreadsheets more accurate. Whether you are summing sales, averaging test scores, or doing any other calculation, defining ranges properly is key to getting correct results.